So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Penix working out of the gun here. And complete to Drake London. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Falcons at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. We'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To the air, Penix. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's going to try and do this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point line crew up and good. The score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense.
And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Penix. That is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They'll throw with Penix.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. Looking to throw, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
He's got his man, London, right side.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, it's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Excellent catch there by Pitts, and there are many players in his position who can rival the type of athleticism he brings to the table. Here in year 4, the Falcons, they're expecting a monster year from him.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Drake London as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Koo now for the point after.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Kamara trying the right side.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Robinson up the middle.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
28 yards.
And the Falcons take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw with Penix.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there and now get some points on this drive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are back within a score. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrist.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Hand off now to Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This now a 3rd and 4. A play fake. Now Penix. And he's got the hook up here. That's Mooney. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Steps away. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to get the lead up to 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Saints take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So that changes everything. Everything. I mean, instead of adding to their 4th quarter lead with a field goal, they surrender the lead on the block and return.
And how about the awareness defensively? Because it's one thing to block it. It's absolutely another to locate it, scoop it, and take it the other way. Just an incredible job right there. You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That one deep for London. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Powering his way forward. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run again here with Robinson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before and get back to it.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult, and that one proved to be just a little too difficult.